Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sorry, I'm trying not to cough. All right, go away. Okay. I'm Whitney Moon. What up? Welcome to my channel. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I am a empath. So these kind of readings, they come to me and I just kind of decide to get them out to you guys because I don't really know what to do with them in my head. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And know that if you do want a personal reading, I can definitely hook you up with that, okay? WhitneyMoonshine@gmail.com. And, this is all entertainment purposes only. These are general messages. I can't give you all personal readings over this kind of situation, but if you do email me, we can definitely get you hooked up pretty quickly, with whatever it is you need to talk about. I am kind of like a therapist. People just tend to talk the whole time I'm supposed to be talking, but whatever. Whatever floats your boat. Woo-wee. Okay, we got Self-Indulgent, the Snake with the Grim Reaper. Okay, so I kind of feel like somebody's been self-indulging in a good way, kind of getting back into the flow of things, kind of coming back into your own energy. Okay, and you realize after doing some serious shadow work that there is an enemy around. Okay, there's an enemy around and somebody is not who they claim to be. Okay. You could be married or in a relationship and your spouse is cheating on you. Okay. That's what this kind of snake is. Look over your shoulder, the other woman, there's competition around you. And then we've got the Grim Reaper. The relationship is over. No more second chances. Okay. So you might have, somebody out there who's cheated on you in the past. You've taken them back. You've said like, you know what? I forgive you. Mistakes happen. And then you get this feeling that they're doing it again. Okay. So, you're starting to wine and dine yourself again. You're starting to look really good. You're starting to feel good. And that's when you realize, okay, I'm feeling good. I'm looking good, but where's my partner? Where's my other half? Where's this other person that's supposed to be here? And they're never here. Well, they're never here because you've been off trying to get well. And while you've been off getting well, they've been fucking around behind your back. Because they know that you're using that time as a therapeutic time and you're not paying attention to them. It's like a fucking 3-year-old when the house is too quiet and you go like, okay, what the hell is my child doing? Right? When the quiet hits, you kind of know you got something to worry about, right? Because you're being quiet, they're being quiet, but it's not that you're being quiet because you want to be. You're being quiet because you're on a journey. You're trying to figure some shit out. You're trying to figure out your worth. You're trying to evaluate yourself, right? Value versus money. Okay. What's my life worth, compared to all these dollars and bills we always talk about, that kind of stuff. Right. And then all of a sudden you realize, how the fuck did I just get into a competition? How did me working on myself just get me in a position where now I have to go against this person? Right? It's maybe like, okay, so now you might have taken a leave of absence, okay? And you had to do some self-work, some self-appreciation. You had to just kind of back away, okay? And your fucking boss didn't like that too much. And they brought somebody in. And now you got to look over your shoulder because you're not safe. Because your boss hired somebody else. Because you had to take a break for yourself. Okay, that's why something is like, the universe is really like, whatever you just took a break from while you were doing your shadow work, while you were doing your time to heal, it's done. It's almost like the universe is like, do not turn around and go back. You've already left. You've left the scene. You've driven away. You don't need to turn around and go back to where you just came from. Okay. Whoa. Okay, we're definitely on target. Okay, definitely on target with somebody who needed to be in, kind of repaired, right? They needed to just kind of get taken off the market. And, like when you take your car in, sometimes you just need a good old maintenance clean, okay? Because the maintenance clean lets you know that everything is good and shiny and brand new underneath, and your car is going to run for the next 6 months, without any worries. Cross your heart, hope to die, let's hope that we keep our fingers crossed, right? Because this was a very vital transformation. Okay, you having to go and do shadow work and indulge in yourself it's almost the number one main ingredient to transformation. Because without a ruffle in the 9 to 5 schedule, how can you transform? Right? You can't be doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting to change in the middle of it. You kind of have to change your routine around, right? You have to change around what you're doing. You have to change around who takes priority versus who doesn't take priority, right? And you are really working hard, okay, to exterminate something, to eliminate something, to get something out of you, which is why we do shadow work. That's the whole point. Okay, so we stop holding on to these things that are hiding in the shadows, literally hiding in the closet, hiding in places that we put them because we couldn't deal with them at the time. Okay. Aww. You might really look back on this as, remember that time that I just decided to change my life and take some time off, and then I never went back? Because when you eliminate one problem, okay, exterminate one problem, then you open up the door for a new opportunity, right? If something's been standing in your way and blocking you, and you suddenly, get the pepper spray out, fucking blast that motherfucker, your doorway's open again. And you're like, yeah, well, that motherfucker's been standing there for I don't know how long, blocking my view, blocking my path, blocking my doorway. I don't know why. So I grabbed out the old pepper spray, the poison, and I zapped his ass. Okay? Use your imagination with this. Okay? Use your imagination, because your imagination station is where the world wants you to be right now, because clearly your imagination is flowing because of this darkness you just got rid of. Okay? We have all this beautiful energy. Look at this. We got long journey. This has been somebody's very long journey to get themselves put back together. Okay. To go through this whole repair. Okay. And come out alive. Like when everyone's waiting for you, everyone's waiting for you, but you gotta, go check into the asylum for a little while and fucking peace out. Right. Because you need good energy. You need to get yourself in good energy, so then something brand new can happen. Okay. And, that's kind of awesome. There's going to be new ideas coming to you, and they wouldn't have been able to come to you if you didn't stop and check yourself. Okay. Yeah. Did I not say cross your heart, hope to die, stick a needle in your eye? Look at what that card just says. Cross your heart. My writing is, I understand it, but I wouldn't imagine everybody to understand it. But this word right here is heart. Okay, cross your heart. It's really hard to see, but I fucking said that. Cross your heart, hope to die. And that's the book. That's the book of the law. That's justice. That's somebody being like, listen, the law states that this has to be 50-50. Okay. And my life has never been 50-50 because of this shit. Now it needs to be 50-50. If you're not giving me 50%, I'm not giving you 50%, because my 50% turns into 75, turns into 80, turns into 90. Well, you give me what, 10%? Am I worth 15% of your time today? Right? Or am I worth 50% of somebody's time, just like they're worth 50% of my time? I'm not giving you all of my fucking time, but at the same time, why can't you incorporate things into your time? Okay. So we've got protection is needed now. With a pentacle. Pentacles are really good to protect yourself. I always wear one. There's one on this ring. I always have a pentacle around me. Pentacles are very, well, you want to call them pentacles or pentagrams. Whatever. Pentagrams are very protective. Pentacles, grow your money. Potato, okay? Looking through the glass with the innocent. Oh my God, look at how cute this is. I'm telling you, you're like a brand new flower. Okay, coming out and popping out. Like, you looked through the mirror on the person that you are. Okay, that you really are on the inside. Something was crashing your style. Something was taking more than what they were giving. Okay, and that's why when you try to go back after you've pulled your energy out, then all of a sudden it's like, well, show me, prove it to me. Prove it to this company that you love us, that you are dedicated to us. Well, isn't the last, like, however long I've been here proof enough? Like, sometimes you have to take a fucking pause. I didn't take a pause to fuck you, to jam you up, to screw my company. Like, I love that you think you're the only one in the fucking room or in my life, but surprisingly, I did this for myself. And because people, they really don't know what taking your mental health seriously means. Because they will just rape their mind, rape their thoughts, over-exercise their body, never give themselves sleep, fuck themselves every day, and they consider that genius. Well, everyone's got to live and make money and go to work. I'd love to just take the day off, but I can't. Actually, mentally, you can. But you just choose not to and then use something else as the excuse, which is totally fine. People who don't love themselves will give them the excuse of, I have to go to work, even though I feel like shit. My boss is going to fire me. They can't run without me. No, this is, okay, I feel like shit, I have to stay home. I have to mentally prepare myself for my life. I can't just keep giving everything while my company takes all my time, all my effort, and, pays me this minuscule little amount of money. And the second I ask for a moment of peace, they hire somebody else. And now I've got to work for my job again. Right? And I can see this being kind of almost like a relationship, right? You dip out on somebody because you have to go and do your thing for a bit. Then who's to say that you get to just come back and everything's fine? Right? Like, because if a company can't run without you, then you have to be replaced. And if you have to be replaced, then it's kind of like, well, that person who's replacing you for that little minuscule of time should be told, hey, by the way, this might be temporary. Okay. But if they're lied to and said like, okay, well, we have an employee who's fucking around, so we're taking our hours away and you can have them. It's almost kind of like, I don't know if this place is punishing you or if you're like, you know what? This isn't worth it for me anymore. Like, I gave my blood, sweat, and tears, all my time. I take off one fucking day and you've got a problem with it. Okay, I can't work for you anymore. Right? It's like, I don't know what the actual situation is because it's not a personal reading and I'm not talking to you directly. So I don't know. But what I kind of fear in this reading is that you took a mental pause for yourself and somebody replaced you because of it. And you can choose to do whatever you want to do. This is your life. If you want to fight a company and get your position back, awesome, do it. There's so many tenacious people out there that are willing to just show the world, listen, I'm not the asshole and I'm going to prove you wrong. There are other people who have had to prove themselves so much that if a company goes, well, I replaced you because you took a couple days off and I couldn't find anybody else, there's other people that'll just go, fine, fuck you, I leave. Like, you replace me that quickly. You think this job is that easy to do, and I'm just, I mean nothing to you because this is strictly professional and I'm the asshole. All right, if this was strictly professional, you would have given me those time, those days off and that mental health check and not replaced me. But obviously, we're playing by your rules. You're the boss of the company. Okay, or your spouse. Clearly, we're playing by your rules because I walked away for a bit. I know I'm the asshole, but I also told you I had to do this for myself. And I also told you if you found somebody else, then I'm not going to hold you back. I also told you that if you didn't want to do this, you didn't have to. So why did you hang on? Why did you lie? And why did you deceive me this whole time where I'm trying to check myself? I'm kind of getting Shutter Island That movie I do not watch. It's very creepy. I don't know why. I just don't like psychiatric wards. I don't know if I was like locked in one and like they would never let me out. I don't know. But the whole part of what I'm getting is like the Leonardo DiCaprio part where they're like, okay, this is the last run. Like if he doesn't get it, if he doesn't clue into reality, then we have to lock him up. He's a danger to everybody around him. And that's kind of like your boss. Like if they don't get a check, if they don't realize that this is all a simulation and that this was a testimony to their loyalty to you, right? If they don't realize it, then they're going to be a harm to you, because if you're the kind of person that sometimes needs mental days off or doesn't have the best health, then you can't be in a job where every time you call in sick, you're replaced. Because what that's going to do to you is it's going to start to change your self-worth. You're going to start to feel like, oh my God, like I can't take any time off. My boss is just going to replace me. Like I'm that replaceable. You don't understand. Like I have to keep my job. And like, dude, if you do your job properly, then no, you're not just replaceable like that. So this company or this person is fooling themselves. Okay. And that's what you're going to realize, because you just went on this whole journey of realizing that you don't want to fuck around your own mental health again. You don't want to lie to yourself. There's enough people out there that can lie. Why would you want to do it to yourself? Right? No, you're going to tell yourself the truth. And that's what this shadow work is about. Is not all the truth that you tell yourself and you admit to, you're going to like or appreciate or be like, that was really good advice to tell me to leave everybody alone, right? Not everything is going to look like a gift to you because you lose something in return, but you lose something to gain something. Okay. So like I said, take what resonates, leave it doesn't. And if it doesn't resonate, no worries, man. Okay. Just take it when it does resonate. And if you want a personal reading, like I said, whitneymoonshine@gmail.com. All right. You can always send me an email. I'd love to chat with you. And, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It's all relative to whoever needs it. I don't know why I just heard that, but I love doing accents. It's like probably one of my favorite things to do in the entire world. Just saying. So, I think that's it. Like, just take care of yourself out there. And like, I mean, I'm not telling you to quit your job or anything. I'm not telling you to like, I'm saying that somebody looks like they replaced you and they're making you, or they're about to make you jump through a whole hell of a lot of loops for something that you were legally allowed to do. I don't know. It kind of really sucks, but that's 2024 for you. So, have a good weekend. All right. Be good to your neighbors and yourself and your friends. And I will be hearing from you real soon. Peace out.